Hey gang, we're gonna go ahead and talk about Brightburn. Um, Absolutely positively a fun ride. A really fun ride. Starring Elizabeth Banks, David Derman, and a newcomer, Jackson Dunt, which I can't say newcomer. I don't know if he's done anything little for that. He's the young guy that plays Brightburn. So basically, this film is really easy to talk about because everybody that is watching this, 99.9% sure you know Superman's origin. Okay? And that's this. It's Superman's origin. Up to the point where I'm an American boy. I'm all American. To the point where I think I'll kill some shit. And I have to say that when it kicks off, when he starts realizing, or his brain starts realizing who he is, the shit goes fucking crazy. And I'm telling you that I severely enjoyed this film in the theater and as a rewatch when I bought it last week. With the tagline on the bottom, a dark twist on one of the most famous comic book tales of all time. It's exactly what it is. It's the story of Superman growing up at the farm, finding out he has powers, except this shit is fucking crazy. It's very gory. We have a young kid that's, of course, in case you don't know, his parents cannot have children for whatever reason. They hear a big crash. They go out in the woods. They find a crashed spaceship with a baby in it. They're thinking, nobody will notice. We'll just adopt him. And so they adopt this baby, or however they, legal or non-legal, whatever. But they have this baby. Now they're raising him. He hits a certain age, 11, 12, 13. Everybody's body starts to change. But most of us can't fly and shoot lasers out of our eyes. This dude can, and does quite a bit. There are some horrific scenes in this. If you are not one that likes gore and just that kind of stuff, it's probably not for you. But I strongly urge you to go ahead and watch it because it's a different take on Superman, and this is what could have happened with Superman had he decided to be not good. Now, this kid's he's obviously being controlled by something else. He is obviously from somewhere that has sent him here to do a lot different than Superman. A lot different. There are some really good scenes, and the one thing I'm going to tell you about this, to get you ready for gore, and I'm not going to ruin any aspect of the story because it's just the story of Superman thrown into a horror movie. This is a straight horror movie. It's not anything but that. It is a horror film. And, if you've ever wondered what would happen if Superman at full speed flew through somebody, you will now know what that looks like if you watch this film. You will know exactly what it looks like if you watch this film. If you want to know what Superman's heat vision could literally do to people, because he's usually using it for, blocking debris or shooting robots or whatever. If you want to know what it does to people, watch this movie. If you want to know about Superman's strength and speed and all of that stuff and what they could be used as in evil, then watch this movie. Some of it was let go in the trailer. I understand you could see some of it, but it doesn't show enough. So make sure you check out Brightburn. It is an absolute, I don't know. I don't know the backstory of this, of how this even got done, with obviously taking the Superman story. I'm sure somebody knows this and will put it in the comments. I haven't looked into it at all, but yeah. Anyway, to the acting, Jackson, the guy that plays the character of Brightburn, he does a really good job. There's not really anything where he stutters or any kind of acting flaw as a young guy. He goes from being this, naive teenager that, is a regular goofy kid to being, you really shouldn't tell my parents. And you probably really shouldn't tell his parents at that point. If this dude says that, don't tell his parents. It ain't no big deal. Just let it go. But yeah, he's really, really good. Of course, Elizabeth Banks is good. She's good in everything. She's one of those actresses that she's not something that, for me, she's not like she's not memorable in any one thing, but when you see her, you're going to have a really decent performance. David Denman, however you say it. I didn't really care for him. In some of the scenes, he was really stuffy. I mean, he just kind of didn't fit into the situation. I like how they used him as the, you guys are fucking crazy, don't you see what he's doing kind of role as the father figure, I guess the foster father, or it wouldn't be stepfather, I don't know, what would it be, the adopted father? He's in that role of nobody else can see this shit, what's going on, I mean, what the fuck? So they do a really good job with him in that. So anyway, I just didn't care for his performance. There are really a lot of cool, gory scenes in this, like I said before. My favorite is, of course, me talking about what it looks like when Superman flies through somebody. I literally, in the theater, was sitting there, and it happened, and I was like, oh, shit! And I was so pleasantly surprised. It's one of those moments where you're just like, I cannot believe I just seen that shit, and that is fucking awesome, because that's what would happen. So anyway, I'm going to stop fanboying the shit out of this movie. Make sure you check it out. Check out Brightburn. Let me know what you think later.